Okay, it's the Viper 4567 here with more Raw and Smackdown thoughts. So, let's get on with it, shall we? I thought both Raw and Smackdown this week were pretty I wouldn't say awful. Smackdown I thought was a bit awful, if I'm being honest. Raw wasn't as good as last week, we'll say, but it was okay. It was worth watching, we'll say, but just thought really Smackdown again, another poor showing, but look, what can you do? So we'll start off with Triple H and Stephanie talking about the Royal Rumble, and we're on the road to WrestleMania. Triple H talking about he's about to bring out Batista, but instead gets the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Orton then says, "Who do you think you are?" And then Stephanie goes, "Who do you think you are?" And says the eyes are on WWE now, obviously because of the WWE Network. And what did you do after you lost to Kofi Kingston? You lost control. They said this might have happened in a different era, but it's not. This is a new era and a new regime. And if he has a problem with it, he can leave the roster. And then Randy bitches about Lesnar and Batista, and then he said there wouldn't be a WWE Network without Orton, which I found funny. Triple H says that Orton will face Kofi again tonight, and he'll have to do it alone. Batista then comes out. Batista gets on his knees and kisses the mat, which Randy holds out his hand to Batista. Batista's basically back to win the title and headline WrestleMania. Short and sweet. So we get our first match: The Shield defeating Cody Rhodes and Goldust and Big E Langston. A good match now. I enjoyed it. I like The Shield, I must say. Like, I knew of The Shield before I started watching Raw again, but I really think they're a good unit, really. Cody Rhodes and Goldust seem to be coming into really good matches lately, which is weird because Goldust never really had great matches, even when he was in the Attitude Era. So we get on with this nice shoulder block from Langston on Ambrose, then a military press slam on Seth Rollins. Nice kick then to the side of the head gets 2 for Goldust. Vertical suplex from Cody on Reigns. Headbutt gets 2 for Goldust. Cody then does the disaster kick, but Reigns goes out of the ring. Springboard plancha then from Rhodes on Reigns. Dropkick from Reigns gets 2. Disaster kick then from Rollins on Seth Rollins, I should say. Hot tag then Langston cleans house. Belly to belly suplex from Langston, and a big splash gets 2. Rhodes goes for the disaster kick, but Reigns with a lovely super punch basically jumps in midair to catch him with a punch. It was absolutely beautiful. Then a spear then from Reigns on Goldust. The scissors kick then gets the win for the Shield. So overall a good match, I must say. Crowd then go nuts for Bryan when he comes out. Daniel says the people say I should not be basically the face of the company. Basically, I tell you, that was the way he said it was so funny. The way he talks about being in the Wyatt family and getting his chance to be up on Bray Wyatt, saying that Harper and Rowan are in the Rumble, so Bryan and Wyatt will be going 1-on-1 at the Rumble. Then Wyatt comes out on the Tron and calling basically Bryan a traitor. So Fandango then defeats Ezekiel Woods in a squash match, basically. I wouldn't say it was. Spinning Cunningham rather from Woods, then a nice drop kick, suplex from Fandango, then Fandango gets the win with a nice leg drop from the top rope. That's about it, basically. Short and very fucking not sweet. Then Stephanie talks to Kane about chokeslamming Punk last Friday. He cannot touch any superstar because he's obviously in management. Kane has to say sorry to Punk. Then Kane goes to the ring and asks for Punk to come to the ring. Kane said it was wrong of me to get my anger get the best of me, and even though I saved you from 5 other guys. Kane says sorry to Punk, but Punk says he's sorry, then attacks Kane, and Brad Manning comes out, and so Punk could either face either Billy Gunn or Road Dogg. So CM Punk versus Billy Gunn, and what was actually a decent match. Road Dogg distracts Punk, Gunn attacks him from behind, back suplex gets 2 for Billy Gunn, nice drop kick from Gunn. Punk comes back with a nice kick to the head. Punk jumps over the announcer's table onto Road Dogg and then beats the head out, which was nice. Swinging neck breaker gets 2 for Punk. Punk then with a knee in the corner. Suicide dive on Road Dogg. Gunn goes for the famous, but Punk counters it with the GTS for the win. Kane then comes out and says you can prove you're the best in the world by being number 1 in the Royal Rumble match. So yeah. Alberto Del Rio defeats Rey Mysterio in a very good match, I must say. Really good match. So far we've had 3 out of the 4 matches have been pretty watchable, I must say. Del Rio with a kick to the gut on Rey, which gets 2. Drop kick from Rey gets 2. Then kick to the face from Rey Mysterio. A springboard moonsault on the outside on Del Rio. Rey gets the 10 punches in the corner. Del Rio drops his foot onto the face of Rey. Axe handle then from the top, gets 2 for Del Rio. Tool to world backbreaker from Del Rio gets 2. Del Rio then slams Rey into the steps. Del Rio goes for the mask of Rey Mysterio. Rey's shoulder eats the ring post, and then Del Rio goes basically eats the shoulder as well, the ring post as well. Senton then from Rey. Rey goes to 619. Del Rio catches him and catapults him into the turnbuckle. Then a super kick which gets 2. Rey gets 619, and then the splash gets 2 for after Del Rio's hand on the rope, cross arm breaker, and Rey taps. And basically Batista comes out and basically spinebuster and the Batista pop. Then we get Big Show and Brock Lesnar segment. Big Show mocks Paul Heyman, which actually was funny. He calls out Brock. Paul comes out, and then Brock comes out a few seconds later, comes towards the ring, smiles, walks back to the back. Big Show calls him out again. He comes to the ring. Brock goes to tackle Big Show, but Big Show just throws him around. Then Brock shoulder tackles Big Show, and then Big Show basically just throws him over the top rope. And basically Brock goes on a hissy fit, so that's really it. So Naomi and Cameron defeat AJ Lee and Tamina Snuka in a shit match, short, sweet. That was it basically. Another typical Divas match. I must say though, Naomi seems a decent actually diva, I must say. But then again, WWE will probably fuck her up like they've done the rest. So the Usos defeat Luke Harper and Eric Rowan in a match. Harper and Rowan dominate from the start. Diving headbutt from the apron of the ring from Jay. Both trade bunches. Crossbody gets 2 for Jimmy Uso. Big boot then from Harper gets 2. Jimmy with an Insiguri on Rowan. Harper then pushes Jimmy off the top and eats the guardrail. Corkscrew moonsault from Jimmy Uso. Jay comes in and cleans house. Samoan drop. Lovely super kick then from Jay on Rowan. Jimmy dives onto Rowan, who's on the outside. Brian attacks Wyatt, and basically the win comes for the Usos via a roll up. So an okay match. Next then, Randy Orton defeats Kofi Kingston by disqualification? Yeah, by disqualification. Match itself wasn't really great. Randy keeps looking at the entranceway for Cena. Randy rams Kofi's head into the announcer's table on 2 occasions. Kofi gets 2 off a splash in the corner. Randy then mocks Cena by doing "You Can't See Me." Suplex from Orton. Backslide gets 2 for Kofi. Randy goes for DDT and ropes, just like last week. Kofi goes to the SOS. This time he only gets 2. Then we see Cena showing up and running towards the ring that attacks Orton. They brawl into the crowd. Cena goes for an AA in the crowd, but Orton counters it. Orton basically, they're out in the street basically. Orton gets a car and drives off. So that's how we end Raw. It was okay, not as good as last week, but still it was very watchable. So now on to Smackdown. We start off Smackdown with the Real Americans doing a promo. Zeb talks about Big Show being a bully and basically show him knocking out Zeb basically 2 weeks on Raw. So first match is Rey Mysterio and Big Show defeating the Real Americans in an okay match, because it wasn't great. I'd love to know why the fuck is Antonio Cesaro a Real American. I just don't get that. I just don't really get that. Military press slam from Big Show and Cesaro, sent on them from the apron of the ring on Cesaro by Rey Mysterio. Swagger rams Rey into the turnbuckle stomach first. Hanukkah Rana then from Rey on Swagger. Swagger and Cesaro launches Rey under the ropes onto the floor. Crowd are dead throughout most of this show. Like, Jesus, it's really dead. You swear there was nobody in the building half the time. Roll through gets 2 for Rey. Rey gets a double DDT and gets the hot tag to Big Show. 619 on Cesaro, and then the knockout punch at Cesaro, and then the big splash. A splash then from Big Show's shoulders from Rey gets the win. And Paul Heyman comes out saying you should be happy with your win tonight. Paul starts talking about Lesnar, saying Lesnar is not happy winning this match. He wants you to suffer. So, yeah. Then we get The Miz defeating Brodus Clay in a very short match. Just before the bell rings, bad news, Barrett comes out and basically said this match is going to be one of the worst in WWE history. Then does a Miz's awful chant, headbutt from Clay. Miz just gets a roll up, I think, or something. I forget the finisher, but Miz basically just goes off and tells Wade to come down, but obviously he doesn't. So AJ Lee defeats Cameron in a short but not very sweet Divas match. She done her finishing move, I think, or something. Didn't really watch it. Oh, you watched the end of it, but yeah, that was it. And then Tamina Snuka attacks Naomi and Cameron, but they come back. Naomi comes back to save the day. So yeah, that's it. Then we see the Shield talking about the Royal Rumble. Reigns said he's the big dog that's going to be in the Royal Rumble and going to win and headline WrestleMania. So yeah, that's it. Roy Baxel. Is it Roy Baxel? No. Yeah. Roy Baxel defeats Los Matadores. This was okay. Axel rolls up to Diego and holds the tights for the win. Basically, that's it. They have a midget with him, or small man wrestler. I think they were saying he was El Torito. Remember the El Torito from the 90s, WWF 98, 97, 98. So I think they're saying it was El Torito. Kept saying El Torito, so yeah, who cares? Then we see the All Americans do a promo backstage, which Cesaro does in French. Yeah, who gives a fuck? CM Punk comes out to address Kane, calls him a big lapdog basically and thinks it's a conspiracy by Triple H and Stephanie. Then Punk called Triple H a doofus and Stephanie called a spoiled little brat or princess or whatever he called one of them. Punk then talks about being no one in the Rumble. He's going to win and headline WrestleMania and being the the authorities 8-ball motivates him basically. Punk says he's in the lion's den and he will be the last man standing. Kane comes out, wishes Punk good luck, saying he basically has a 0.86 chance of winning the Rumble. Punk then says, what happens to the big red monster? He traded his mask for his manhood. So yeah, basically that's it. Luke Harper and Eric Rowan defeat the Primetime Players in a squash. After the match, flying clothesline gets the win for Eric Roman and Luke Harper. Then after the match, Bray Wyatt does the Sister Abigail on Darren Young, and then Bray goes on the mic and goes, he's going to take over the world. And then Daniel Bryan comes out and says, I'm going to be out of your prison of madness and you're going to come into mine, basically. So yeah. Kofi Kingston defeats Fandango in another terrible match. Nice drop kick from Kofi. Kofi beats Fandango with Trouble in Paradise. Then we see a preview for Cena and Orton. Basically about a 10-minute fucking preview. Raw gets about 25 minutes of basically stuff, which I just don't get. That could, the main event could have been another 5 or 6. The main event wasn't too bad, I'll give that. They could have given that another 6-7 minutes, or they could have gave the Kofi Kingston Fandango another 3-4 minutes, and they could have gave who else? That other tag match, or even another match even. But sure, look, that's WWE for you. This match, the Uso main event is obviously the Shield and the New Age Outlaws versus the Usos, Big E, Langston, Cody Rhodes, and Goldust. Good match, I must say. I enjoyed it. Backbreaker on Ambrose from Langston, clothesline from Reigns gets 2, belly to belly from Langston. Rhodes comes in, cleans house, nice clothesline from Rhodes on Gunn. Elbow gets 2 then for Ambrose. Roll up then gets 2 for Rhodes. Rhodes then with a moonsault on Reigns. Rhodes gets the hot tag to Goldust. He comes in, cleans out. Spinebuster on, and then a nice Hurricane Rana on Billy Gunn. Power Slam gets 2. Everyone does their finishers like Reigns with a spear. Langston, Jimmy Uso with a plancha on the Shield. Famous on Jay, and then a disaster kick from Rhodes on Billy Gunn. Dog with a pump handle. Slam on Gunn. Goldust then with a roll up, but the Shield break it up, and that's what gets the disqualification. Then a big brawl comes out, basically a Royal Rumble style brawl. CM Punk is the last one to come out, basically his music hitting. So about 20 wrestlers in there killing each other. So yeah, it was a decent match, but as I say, overall SmackDown wasn't really good. I think again it's been awful. Probably slightly worse than last week, maybe, I don't know. Just I really think SmackDown needs to get a little better. Because I remember in 2009 it was so fun to watch. All the great Jericho and Mysterio having so many good matches, and other superstars, not just them. So yeah, so this was my review of Raw and SmackDown, or my thoughts even. Next video will probably be the next Raw and SmackDown thoughts, actually, because obviously I'm not doing the Attitude Era for a while, as I have not moved into my new place yet. There's problems going on basically with moving and all that. So I want to wait till I move into the new place to do the attitude hair. Let's just say if I don't move in within the next couple of weeks, we'll say I might start doing it again. And we'll see first, obviously. And obviously not in about 10 or 11 days I have my next random pay-per-view. So they're my next two videos, I think, or something like that. So this was the Viper 4567. Please subscribe and comment, and I will talk to you guys later. So take it easy.